Welcome back to my F125 driver career mode. This is Championship or Bust. It's the penultimate round of the season. There's only Brazil after this. And I'm 34 points back after a disaster. So, yes, I need to be 33 points available in Brazil, meaning I have to beat Leclerc today, or that is Championship over. Now, in terms of R&D wise, sadly I'm not really able to do anything really. It's a shame. I'd love to get some more upgrades on, but it's just that where the season finishes, I'm not really able to do anything with that. And of course, being this is a triple header to end the season, and also the fact that everyone else is obviously fully imagined on that full regulation change that is coming, that would be coming the season 4, except there's not going to be a season 4 of this career mode, as well as we then head into the final 2 episodes of career mode. This is the final normal episode because of course Brazil is a sprint race, so we'll begin with qualifying here at a track that is very good for me, Mexico. It used to be good, but when I first drove this track, I was awful at it, but then since I went 5 wide at turn 1 and denied Sergio Perez a victory at his home Grand Prix all those years ago on F1 2017's career mode, yes, I have I've grown to love this track and actually been very good. Last time we were here in season 1, I did get a podium in a very underperforming Williams. Now, you're going to see here that my qualifying fastest lap was the start of the session. You see I've been towed along by the Ferrari at Charles Leclerc, purple first sector as well. So that is very good. You know that Leclerc is, well, I mean, he's what, 96 rated, I think he is. He's got 96 pace, I can't quite rate. He's stupidly rated, which is why he has been unstoppable in this season. It's just getting better and better and better and crushing the life out of my Championship Charles as well. Yes, middle sector's not my greatest, so that would be only a green, not a purple. Of course, I'm moving to the final section, the stadium section, which I think the AI got better over there. That's a wide apex tune, which is not helping matters, as well as we go then into the final corner, which is awful corner in my opinion, but there we go. Up to the line, Leclerc does a 15.5, I did a 15.9. My second lap, however, I did get a tow from George Russell down the straight, but it wasn't enough, and Russell moved out before turn 1, and that just really, that ruined my lap basically. I didn't manage to get, I managed to make some time up, but it wasn't enough. That lap at the start was actually pretty good, and it took to take 15.9. It's probably, I mean, if I had a tow, I'd probably get a 15.8 maybe, but it's not to be, and that wasn't the fastest lap at the end, so it's only P8, which is not great. But Leclerc is at least not on pole. It is Lando Norris is on pole from Yuki Tsunoda, so Leclerc's P3. This is beatable. We'll see what we can do. It's Championship or Bust, time for the race for today's Mexico Grand Prix. So Norris has taken an engine penalty, but which promotes me, but it also promotes Leclerc, so it doesn't really help. Race strategy is interesting. Leclerc starting on softs. I'm not entirely sure softs are the way to go. Again, I've moaned about the tyre wear until I'm blue in the face about this game. I think I'm going to start hards. I'm only P7. Yeah. In actual fact, I tried to go change it. I went to customise. And basically what happened is that it wouldn't let me do medium soft as a strategy. So that just shows that the when I've simulated the practice programs, which allows you to that customised thing, it's shown that the tyre wear is too tired compared to what the AI are able to simulate. So yes, we'll start the racing paths and see where we go from there. 5 red lights then, and away we go for the Mexico City Grand Prix, the ultimate time on F125, and it's a hard tyre start, so I mean, of course it was not a greatest getaway, but I'm going to make good use in the second phase, and with the slipstream down around the outside. Thank you very much, Oscar. I'll take that position from you. Can I get Leclerc here as well? There's a bit of tyre banging between myself and Leclerc and Tsunoda, but I've come out on top, ladies and gentlemen, and up to P2. That is a good start. There was a bit of tyre banging there. As Leclerc, you know, I'm on this is championship or bust. I wanted to make that manoeuvre. As well, this is a manoeuvre on Leclerc. He just slammed into the back of Tsunoda and lost his front wing end plate. This is on board with Tsunoda, so not really too much. He's already can't do much anyway. He's at the apex anyway. So yeah, Leclerc has lost some performance maybe. We'll have to wait and see as Piastri now goes past. The more people between myself and Leclerc, the better it is. I'd love to though to get Hamilton. You know, I need to beat Hamilton really, realistically speaking, as well, in order to try and get the position as well as so what happened to Tsunoda here? So he had a go at me around the outside, defend the inside as you would do, and then he just then had a poor turn 2 and 3, and Piastri on the soft tyres is able to get past as well, and that's George Russell with an engine failure. It's been a miserable season for the Mercedes team. And he is out of the race, so it's unfortunate for him, as well as I now try and defend from the Piastri. What's that damage there with Piastri? So virtual safety cars deployed. I was about to send it back on Piastri, going into turn 1, but Piastri's nicked that position at the crucial time.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
This is the problem when you start on the hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. It backfires. I have to stay out. We've done 5 laps. I can't. It's either a 2-stop as well. I don't know if I can do that or not. And just to make things worse, Piastri is not the lead person that's made a pit stop. It's Charles Leclerc. The jammy git has got himself P1. Now, 3 others on soft tyres, yes, soft tyres, have stayed out, including Hamilton as well. I don't know if that's a play by Ferrari to slow me up. Antonelli and Stroll have also chose the decision to stay out too, so they will have to pit at a later time along with myself for potentially a soft, well, there'll be a harder compound as well. As we get back underway then on lap number 7, and Hamilton has not had the greatest of starts, and he used all the battery down the main straight, and already Hamilton's gone defensive, but it's far too late. Even with the Ferrari illegal power unit, he's not able to keep you behind, and that's Antonelli against Stroll for P3 as well. Go on, Stroll. The longer that Stroll and Antonelli and Hamilton can slow up the cars behind, the better. Mark is also suggesting that we pit 2 laps later on lap 15 for a set of medium compound tyres. We'll have to wait and see about that as well, to see what the tyre is and the gaps to the drivers behind. Hamilton then coming up on the inside. I mean, realistically, the stay ahead thing is always broken in terms of, you know, just as somebody puts their nose past, that's it, you've lost, never mind. As well, so we're now going to see Stroll still in front of Leclerc. That front wing damage is really hurting him, as well as Ocon now is having a go at Leclerc, but Ocon's not able to get past Leclerc. Leclerc with that illegal power unit, despite the fact he's very slow in the corners, is not able to get past. I'm trying to keep Hamilton behind here with everything I've got, and I mean everything. You can see here, even after 10 laps now, the hard tyres on the rear are really going to go off, and that is Leclerc going past Lance Stroll. It has been quite a few laps. Stroll, of course, is in the slowest car. Unfortunately, Stroll can't hold off Leclerc any longer. So, you know, that he did the fair. And is that them two coming into the pits? It is. Hamilton and Antonelli. I think Stroll being 2. And so, yes, Leclerc now is P2. Basically, when we pit, he could have the win. Now, I don't know what's happened to Ocon, but I don't know if he got damaged or something, but Piastri is now in front of Ocon, but there's a gap between him and Leclerc. You can see that they're swapping left, right and centre, which is helping Leclerc, but the gap there, 5.7. I want you to remember that gap as we go back to the Ocon versus Piastri fight. Piastri will go to the outside here for turn 1 as well. Can he get this manoeuvre done and get in front of the Haas car? Yes, he can. Also, Sainz is coming through as well. Love these two to get in front of Leclerc. You know, the more people that get in front of Leclerc, the better it will be as well. But I've opened that gap now to almost 10 seconds. It was 5.7 when Hamilton and Antonelli made their pit stops. It's now not, it's going up. Even despite the fact that the tyre on the rears is going off, I'm losing time to Piastri. I'm not losing time for Leclerc, but I decided on lap 18 to make the call and come into the pits then. Got sort of goal hanging for a second safety car, which would have given me victory, an easy victory. But yes, soft tyres, surprise! Soft tyres, ladies and gentlemen. That will hand Leclerc the lead and the World Championship as it stands. I need to beat Leclerc. I'm hoping I'm going to get a helping hand from the likes of Piastri, Sainz and Co. I'm going to come out in P9, hopefully not P10. Hulkenberg, of course, is fully up to speed. I'm going to probably have to send this down the inside. I do not want to be stuck behind Hulkenberg on his old hard tyres. And I'll do get in front and up to P9. Next up is 3 other cars. I think that's Behrman, Albon and Norris as well. Round the outside of Alex Albon into the middle sector, a little bit of off channel, we'll just ignore that. Next up, Lando Norris round the outside here. It gives me the room on the outside there and up to P7, a lovely little move. This one is a bit textbook manoeuvre, but again, I didn't mean to go that wide, but I mean, the steward just says carry on some. And then Norris just, thank you Lando, gave me way despite all of our earlier incidents. As well. I've died on Ollie Behrman there. A bit unorthodox to make a manoeuvre at that corner, but it can happen there as well. I think the DRS at that point is pretty useless. Next up, we've got another trio of cars. That's Sonoda, who is just very slow. I mean, he's going to completely lift off there. Let me pass Sainz and Ocon. And then it will be Leclerc, but these tyres are starting to go off now, 20%. And I'm to send this down the final corner. It is a bit of a warning and a bit dodgy, but surely if I had team orders, Sainz would have been told to let me go. That's unfortunately not in the game, as I'm going to send it down the inside here at turn 1 of Esteban Ocon and get up into P3 onto the podium. There's only one person left I've got my eye on, and that's Charles Leclerc. Get this position, and the championship will wait for the final episode, which will be out next week as well. And that is Lance Stroll, who is now got more retirements in this series than Andrea Chiesa has managed in one season. I mean, that engine just retires literally every race these days as well. Now catching up to Leclerc. Have I got the traction? Have I got the tyres? I'm pretty sure I've got enough of battery. Have we got the speed though? Bear in mind that Ferrari engine is the illegal one from 2019. For the championship, ladies and gentlemen, DRS and ERS to go past Charles Leclerc and take the championship fight to Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how it's going to finish. Sadly, my tyres really went off on the final lap. Despite the fact they're still faster than Leclerc, Piastri has gone and won this race comfortably in the end. So fair play to Oscar. It's P2 though today. It's not exactly the result I needed over Leclerc, but nevertheless, it does mean that the championship will not be decided in today's episode as well. I'm also trying to get 100% in Brazil too, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Sadly not fast as lap 18.9. Leclerc's only 20.4. That's the first time though. I know Leclerc had damage and was going backwards, but it's the first time I actually had pace on an older set of tyres compared to the AI on this game, which just shows how poor this game is. The gap is 31 points. So yes, I had to beat Leclerc by 6 points in the sprint, and then hope that he DNFs in the race. I know it's a miracle. I need a miracle, to be honest, to beat Leclerc. So realistically, probably not going to happen. But you never know. Stranger things have happened in Formula One. But I mean, I've got a 2% chance of winning the championship. Realistically, I could have done with those extra 7 points. Really, that would have then made it a bit more comfortable with the sprint and the Grand Prix itself. Constructors is pretty much over because Sainz hasn't really scored any points. I mean, he scored 6th place today. That's second 6th place he scored. He scored 12 points in, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 races. 12 points in 9 races. He's awful. Especially with Red Bull, but I mean, that's where the car is. If you look at my positions, I've not been outside the points all season. Neither myself nor Leclerc has DNF'd so far this season. So that is something also to think about. In my career modes, it's at least 1 DNF per season for the player. So this will be very interesting. It might be a heartbreaking end to this career mode as well. But all of that is to come next week. The championship decider, it's probably going to be decided in the sprint rather than the race. But who knows? I need a miracle. I need to win in Brazil too, which is not the greatest thing. We've got the likes of McLaren and Aston Martin as well, who are very quick, and obviously Hamilton too, will be vying for position. That though, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to leave it today's video. I'd just like to say a huge thank you for spending 20 minutes of your time watching this video, and of course the series, as we move to the final episode of Career Mode, which will be out next week at Brazil. Yes, if you have enjoyed though, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel. You see plenty more F1 12th, see the finale, and F1 26 DLC, French deliveries and game experiments as when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.